ඊළඟ තරගය සඳහා ෆෝමියුලා මැක්ලරන්ස් දහවන ඉසව් සඳහායි සූදානම් වන්නේ 1300 cc වර්ගයේ. Clifford.
Well, thank you. Coming up next will be Formula McLaren's 1300cc, 485 1300cc, and well, the starting list is coming up. It's going to be some big names, and well, these lads, they know how to operate these machines. Brian Perra, Yannick Lawrence, Mayan De Silva, Chandima Gunaratne, Brian Senaratne, Clement Senaratne, Viren Boteju, Nigel Pereira, well, and also Dilshan Dodambele, Andrew Choksi, Charit Disoisa, Liam Lawrence, Kyle Crossland, Ishan Sirivardhana, Lasita Naatun, Amanda Gunaratne, Dasun Ranatunga, Amir Gafur, Devin Serasinger, and Susanta Gunawardhana. Well, that's the lineup for the Formula McLaren's 1300cc and 4EFI 1300cc. Well, Brian, there's two categories are running here under 1300cc, EFI and Cobb.
Yes, they're basically designed and built in India with basic mechanical parts, but they're running the Maruti 1300 engine fitted with the Suzuki 1300 gearbox.
අවස්ථාවේදී ශිරන්ති රාජපක්ෂ ආර්යව පැමිණිත් වෙනවා මේ තරග ඉසව්ව නැරඹීම සඳහා. ඒකම රෝහිත රාජපක්ෂ මේ තරග ඉසව්වකට සහභාගී වන ඔබ දකින්නට ඇති මීට පෙර ආතුව.
Well, going back to the McLaren 1300, well, two categories of cars are here. One is EFIs and other one is carburetor. So now EFI is, fuel injected, and of course the basic carburetor. Other than that, both models are the same. McLaren 1300s, 1300cc. They have been led around the track by Dinesh Jayawardena, just to ensure that last minute the track is clear before they give the go-ahead for the start of the McLaren's 1300cc. Well, cars, we're talking of the drivers. Let's just see whether we can take them through. We have Brian Pereira. Well, let me just run you through some of the guys that were driving today. Liam Lawrence promoted himself from go-karts. Then we have Kyle Crossland, also a youngster in his teens, also from go-karting. Then you have Ishan Sirivardhana, Lasit Nautana. All of these guys took part in the championship series that was conducted at Pannala. Lasit Nautana, I think, came first in one of the races. He was also a podium finisher in the others. Then we had Amanda Gunawardhana, Dasun Ranatunga, Amir Gafur. Now, Amir Gafur did very well at Pannala. He came first in two races and, of course, was, I think, a third or fourth in the other. And he won the championship for December 2013. That's the championship races that was conducted by the MRC at Pannala for 3 rounds of racing. So Amir Gafur, championship winner, where the EFIs are concerned. Then we have Devin Serasinger. He's the son of the famous racing driver. Always used to win every fourth racer event. We name him as Somersault Serasinger.
Yep. So let's go down to the paddocks and see. Nalin is there with the winner of the Super Motard Championship. Let's go and see what has he got to say.
CNR තරඟාවලියේ තරඟකරුවට මහත් අභියෝගයක් ලබා දුන් සුපර්මෝටෝ තරඟාවලියේ අපි ජයග්‍රාහකයන් නෙඩ් විලියම්ස් සමගයි අපි සම්බන්ධ වන්න සූදානම් වන්නේ. නෙඩ් ඩැනියල්ස් කොහොමද තරඟය?
තරඟය වචන වලින් නම් කියන්න බෑ. අතන හිතපු නැති විදියට තමයි මේ ඔක්කොම තිබ්බේ. ඉතින් මම ජීවිතේට වෙට් පැදලත් නැහැ. නමුත් එතනට යනකොට ලොකුම ප්‍රශ්නේ ලෙසන් එක නෙමෙයි. පේන්නේ නැති එකයි තියෙන ප්‍රශ්නේ. ඉතින් ඔක්කොමත් එක්ක මම වැටුණා World Trade Kingsbury corner එක ගාව මම වැටුණා. පස්සේ මම ක්ලච් එකයි බ්‍රේක් එකයි ඔක්කොම කඩලා ගියා. ඉතින් මම ඒත් අතහැරියේ නෑ. පස්සේ මම පුළුවන් තරම් උපරිමම මම දාන්න පුළුවන් හයි ඔක්කොම දාලා මම ෆයිට් එක දුන්නා. ඒකේ මම හිතනවා මම සාර්ථක වුණා කියලා. ඉතින් හරි සන්තෝෂයි.
හොඳයි. ඔබ අනතුරට ලක් වෙච්ච වෙලාවේ ඉස්සෙල්ලාම මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා හිතුනේ?
ඉස්සෙල්ලාම ඇත්තටම ඒ වෙලාවේ බයිසිකල් අරන් පදින්න විතරයි මට හිතේ තිබ්බේ. ඉතින් මම අරන් පැද්දා. නමුත් ඒ වංගුවේ මම දෙවෙනි පාරටත් මේ ඇක්සිඩන්ට් වුණා. මොකද මගේ බ්‍රේක් එන්න අඩු වුණා. ඉතින් මට ඇත්තටම හරිම සන්තෝෂයි. සෑහෙන්න ලොකු වෙනසක් මගේ ජීවිතේ මේ වගේ තත්වයකදී පදිනවා කියලා කියන එක.
හොඳයි නෙට්, අභියෝග හමුවේ ජය ගැනීම තමයි නියම ජයග්‍රහණය. අපි නෙට්ට සුප්පතර ගමන් විස්තර විචාරක අංශයට මයික්‍රොෆෝනේ බාර දෙනවා.
Well, thank you. Well, we heard what he said, and basically, Mahin, what he was saying. Well, it's not the pace or the competition, but basically, like, visibility was a problem. And soon after the accident, his clutch was broken. Then again, the more he drove, more he rode. In fact, his brake was getting reduced. Well, there you go. So back to the main event, that is the Formula McLaren 1300. Well, we were talking about the cars.
Yes, I think let's talk of the drivers also before we have a start of that race. Well, Devin Singh, we just worked with, and then of course Charit Dois, Andrew Choksi. Now, Andrew Choksi has done well. He's on pole. Great drive by him yesterday. He got a 1:45.286. So that's very great of Andrew Choksi. Obviously, a lot to be on pole, I think. And a lot of dedication with canteen where Andrew is concerned before the weekend here. Upulan Serasing's son, we are talking of Devin Serasing. All youngsters. Mayan De Silva, loads of experience. Mayan just finished, I think he finished the race season of this particular model year before last. Then you have Chandi Mukundan, who also finished first in the other version of the EFIs that the AMRC conducted at Pandala. So Chandi Mukundan is a championship leader. Then we have Brian Seniratna, Clemens Seniratna, another good driver. Then we have Viren Buttejo. Viren is also back after a laps where the formulas are concerned. Another youngster who's doing well under this category. Then we have Nigel Pereira and Risha Durangal, a veteran. Is to see him behind the wheels of Ford Formula 1600, and of course the evergreen Susanto Gunawardena. Susanto Gunawardena, famous for his Ford lesser exploits.
Well, Mahan, talking about Nigel Pereira, he's a big name, but he has yet to prove himself. He has not won many championships. So I think, in fact, like, do you think this is going to be a good opportunity for him?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's I think fifth on the grid. Being fifth on the grid on with similar cars, it's not going to be easy to get in front. I mean, mind you, the other guys who are in front, who have run faster than you yesterday. But then under these conditions, these formulas are very, very delicate matches. I can tell you, with that very short wheelbase, handling is going to be a problem. You can lose it in 1/100th of a second. You can fishtail it out, and you will be in big problems. And now we are going to see some, what you call snaking around the track as they go around, because it's not going to be easy to handle these machines under these conditions. But it's a little drier than usual. Let's hope it stays that way for the rest of the evening. That's, I think, Andrew Choksi, who's on pole. I'm sure his father
that is Andrew Choksi, 1 minute 45.28 seconds. That was his unofficial timing yesterday. The second is Viren Buttejo, third Yannick Lawrence, fourth Clemens Seniratna, and in the fifth place is Nigel Pereira. Well, that's the starting lineup for you on the grid, and this is Formula 1300cc.
Asian Paints Apex Ultima. Asal hatika mangakimak dena Sri Lankawe ekama tiyanta margaya. Dahanama warada sita Dhoni.
Well, one of the most anticipated racing events in Sri Lanka. In fact, one of the top events in the Sri Lankan sporting calendar.
I think the carnival atmosphere, the razzmatazz that goes with this is what I think entices everyone to run here. That's clever.